Hi, it's Lori La Bey with Alzheimer Speaks, and it's time for your next Dementia Quick Tip. Now, this one was really interesting because this isn't anything new to any of us. We all know we're going to find what we look for. But when you're feeling overloaded and high level of responsibility, too much to do, not enough time, we forget about that. And so I want to remind you about what it is you're looking for and what is it that you really want out of life. So I call this tip tears, fear, and joy. Now, the tears, especially when it comes to dementia, are all about the things that we feel we've lost or we're anticipating that we're going to lose. And it kind of swirls us into this big, thick muck that we can't get out of. And don't get me wrong, you're going to grieve. That's part of the process. But I also know it's important to monitor how much time you spend there to continue to have that healthy balance. And so one of the things that I learned, and it took me a while because I was in the muck a lot, was that you can't feel great loss without first having great love. And that, my friends, is a gift. Because some people have never felt that great love. So it didn't matter if they had a loss. For me, that really helped me pull myself out of the muck. The other space I would spend a lot of time in would be kind of projecting into the future, planning, trying to avoid things, trying to drive things in a certain way, try to protect. And I had plans A, B, C, all the way through Z as backup plans. And I don't know about you, but I know a lot of you out there are probably like me, and you worry about a lot of things that never come true. I think it's good to plan ahead. I think it's healthy to plan ahead. But I think we have to monitor how much time we're going to spend in that space, because many things we hear about, especially with dementia, don't happen. Just because they happen to someone else doesn't mean it's going to happen to you. I think it's much more advantageous for us to learn to be more spontaneous, to be more fluid, to be more flexible. So when something happens, we're able to handle it. Because in reality, what I found was even if I made up all these other plans to avoid situations I didn't want, they happened a little bit down the road. And my resources, my physical being in terms of how much energy and time that I have in that moment, along with my knowledge level, changed. And so instead of doing as much pre-planning as I used to, I learned to kind of put myself out there and say, I'm not going to spend time planning for things that may not happen. I will have a backup plan if I feel it's necessary, but I'm going to believe that I will be able to handle any situation that comes before me, and I will utilize my knowledge and my resources and my gifts as I need them. And that helped me spend more time in the present. When I was able to let go of my losses and my grief, when I was able to stop trying to control the future, it gave me more time to live in the present moment. And that is where joy comes in. You see, joy can only be created or identified in the present moment. And my guess is, like myself and many of my audiences, when I ask, what do they want in life? Tears, fear, or joy? They say joy. So in order to have joy, you have to start looking for it. And it may look different than what it did previously, but I promise you, it is still there. And it will still make your heart skip a beat when it happens. So start focusing on joy. So, in wrapping up, don't forget to check out alzheimersspeaks.com. We have all kinds of resources, tips, and tools for you there. See you in another week. Bye now.